Jess the Bookworm here. So, welcome to my channel. Today, I have something very special for you guys. A special guest is going to be joining me, which is super exciting. We are going to be talking about tips to support beginning readers. This has kind of been like a series, so if you haven't seen the first two videos, go check those out. The first video I did was 10 tips to support reluctant readers. The second video I did was tips to support high school readers, and then this one is going to be talking about beginning readers. So let's go meet our special guest. Hi, Bookworm. So I told you guys that I have a special guest here today. It's actually my sister, Jennifer. So say hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
So she's going to be sharing with us 10 tips to help beginning readers. And so she's got some experience with this. What is your experience with helping beginning readers?
Well, I homeschool my two kids. Yeah, well, Daphne is in high school now, so we've gone through the reading process, and now I have Jovi, and she's preschool 3, so we're just starting the reading journey.
Mm-hmm. And Daphne is a major reader.
Yeah.
She like flies through books and stuff. So, Jennifer has definitely raised a reader and is working on raising another one, which is super awesome. So I guess let's go ahead and jump into your tips if you're ready.
Okay, sure.
Okay, awesome.
Well, the first one is I think you'd said it for your middle school one, is to read to them, even when they're little and they're just little bitty. You read to them all the time, and they see you reading, and then they can understand how to read, so they know left to right, front to back, all that important stuff.
Absolutely. Do you remember when Daphne was really little and I sat there, I think it was Pride and Prejudice. Do you remember that? I sat there and I was like, she's going to be a reader. I'm fitting to read her this book and she's going to love it. So I don't want to say that I have a lot to do with her reading, but yeah, so that's a really good tip. That's a really good tip. Just them seeing you reading, I think makes them see that reading is something enjoyable. So
right, yeah, and you can make it fun for them by add little motions. If they're really active, you can move through the story. There's lots of little movements and things you can add.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Any books too that have like songs in them and stuff would probably be pretty fun, or where like you say one part and then they say the next part, or right. I think that's cool. Okay, very cool. Good first tip.
Oh, yay. All right. The second tip I had was to point out print in everyday life. The supermarket signs, grocery lists. It shows them that words are important, they have meaning, and it's part of everyday life. And you can even label things, in their playroom if you have little bins, so it's their toys with their labels, so it makes it special to them.
Right. Okay. That's something I never even thought about. Yeah, the fact that there's actually print that they see every day and that should be important. Okay, I like that. That's a really good one.
They're gonna pick it up, like, writing down, I want a Happy Meal. They might not can read it, but they know what it is.
Right. And they know when they see those certain words that they have meaning. Okay, that's really cool. I like that. Is Jovi picking up on some of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so she can like see words and kind of like know what it means even if she can't read it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to Taco Bell last week, and she goes, look, Taco Bell's at the Heart Doctor, because she recognized the Heart Doctor sign from when
oh my goodness. Okay, that's awesome. There you go, Jovi. That's great. Okay, nice.
Yep. And the third tip that I had was when you're starting to read, to work on pre-reading skills. Not just jump straight into reading, but like letter sounds, of course, are important, and rhyming, nursery rhymes, making sure they hear the ending sound, count the syllables, clap it out. And count even the letters, so you can see that there is a different amount of letters, in each word, and break the words apart. Listen for those beginning sounds, end sounds, middle sounds, and then you can hear just how they're similar and different, and so listen to the sounds, the words.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very cool. Yeah, when I was a teacher assistant in second grade, I had to learn a lot about phonics
Yeah.
and like how like, you would say like zebra. You wouldn't just say, okay, this is zebra and that's how we say it and keep it pushing. No, 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 no. They need to like make the sounds.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's really cool. Okay. And so Jovi does a lot of that now.
Yeah. Lots of
Okay.
practice with the beginning sounds and
Mm,
picking up ending sounds.
mm-hmm. When did you kind of start her with that?
Um, well, we went through, and once she knew all the letters of the alphabet and she could recognize each one, then we started on the sounds. So she was like maybe 2.5, I guess. We started working on sounds, and she knows all her
Mhm.
sounds now, and working on putting them together. She likes looking at pictures and
Mhm.
saying, is the pig, and then she'll think about it. No, that's the P sound.
Okay, nice. Okay, so pictures definitely help
Hmm.
but learning the letters first, you would
Yeah,
say
that's
that's
usually what I do. The
okay.
letters, names, and then sounds. You could probably do it together, but depends on how
Nice.
young you're starting.
Okay, very cool. All right, what's your next tip? These are really
Uh,
good so far.
Thanks. Fourth I had was to make sure you include sight words.
Mm.
Those are those words that you just read by sight and you just have them memorized. You don't like the
Mhm.
and see things that you are in so much of your reading that you just know them by sight, and then it increases their fluency. So if they just see,
Mhm.
the and I and see, they can put those together and then sound out the words in between.
Mhm. Okay, so just kind of having those like memorized, like doing like
Hmm.
multiplication facts. Like you need
Yeah.
to have those down.
Right.
Okay. Now, is that something that you would include with maybe like the labeling or I
Yeah.
don't know. I've seen like those in like flashcard format again when I was in that second grade classroom and the kids would have to go through them like as quickly as they could. So
Right.
maybe, do you think like increased amount of seeing them would be
Yeah, we have it. We have a little chart, and we have a different sight word every week. So we put it up there, and then it doesn't take very long, and then she can read sentences. So she can read, I C A, and then cat. So you're
and this is
important words.
Jovi at 3.
Mm-hmm.
What? Jovi reading sentences
Yeah.
at
Long as you start on
okay.
those easy words, and she picks them up, and you do them every week, and just keep adding on, so the vocabulary just increases.
That's awesome. Okay, go ahead and give us your next tip. I have got to plug up this thing because I didn't check and now it is dying. So I'm gonna do that.
All right. Well, now
Um, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
okay.
I'm gonna leave you with the bookworms, Jennifer. Take
Okay.
care of them.
All right, bookworms. Well, number 5 is word families. So that's the words that have similar endings. We always work on those when we're adding them to our list. So, like at family, cat, hat, rat, fat, sat, they're all, similar endings. So you can easily look at the end and then just change that front letter, and you have multiple words that you can read, fairly easily. And also the CVC words, the consonant, vowel, consonant, those are words to start with too. So
Okay.
like dog, you can easily sound out dog, dog, it has that
Okay.
consonant, the vowel in the middle, and then the consonant at the end. So it's just 3 letters that you put together.
Okay, so they're called CVC words.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm. I'm learning some stuff today. Okay. So that's when you're changing. Sorry, I was getting my charger. So that's when you're changing the beginning or the ending sounds.
Well, just
And
the
they kind
beginning,
of,
usually, like the word family, like
oh,
the cat word family. So you just change the front word, the letters. So it'd be cat, hat, rat, so it all have the same ending. So you can easily
okay.
spell them, and change them out. And like the an family, can, man, they all rhyme. So that's
Hmm.
working on those 3 reading skills. Even if they can't read
Right.
them, you're just listening and hearing the sounds are the same on the end.
Right, right. Okay, awesome. And so that, you could probably use that with like rhyming and stuff.
Yeah.
And those all
Especially
rhyme.
with Dr.
Okay.
Seuss.
Yes, the cat in the hat.
Yeah.
Classic. Okay, awesome. Well, keep on rolling. These are
Okay,
really
let's
good.
see. Number 6 I had was, when you're working on these word families and sight words and free reading skills, make it fun and use hands-on games and things that they're interested in. You could do a theme like the Valentine's Day is coming up, so we've been doing lots of heart things, matching the pictures and the words, and you use
Mm-hmm.
candy, like the little conversation hearts, to put it on
Oh,
things and makes them look more interesting.
cute. Okay. Now, where do you get all these ideas from?
Oh, Pinterest, of course. Yeah, if you go on Pinterest,
Pinterest. We
just
love Pinterest.
yep, you can find lots and lots of awesome people that put their printables and things on there for free. So you can print them off and laminate them, or just put them in little protector sheets and then go to town.
That's awesome. And let me tell you, I've seen some of Jennifer's stuff and it is super creative. Like she's so good with creative and like themes and like making all these fun things. So I don't, Jennifer, if you would like to plug your channel that you said you might be making some
Yeah, well,
videos on,
we don't have an official channel yet, but I'll let you know if we get one.
I will let y'all know, Bookworms, because I know that we will want to go and check out all the cool creative things that she's doing. Okay,
Right.
let's keep it going. This is awesome.
And number 7 was, when you're doing all these games and activities, make sure you don't push them. Because sometimes it's going to be hard, or they're going to be bored and they're just not going to want to do it. So just back off and try something else, change it up. Because some activities like that Daphne really liked when she was little, Jovi doesn't like them. So you have to find new kinds of things to use it, and make sure that you keep the lessons short. Because preschoolers only have like 10-minute attention spans, that you can really work on a skill.
Right.
Okay. Fun, hands-on.
Yeah, and I think that's one that can definitely be translated to probably all grade levels, age levels with any subject. Like the more you push it, the more they're like, no, I'm good. Right. So you've got to like vary it, and you've got to take it in small chunks. But okay, these are awesome.
Thank you. And then I had, let's see, my 8th one was once they do start reading, to keep their books on level. Don't push them too hard, because they're going to want to read things that they can read, so they'll be successful, and just builds their confidence. If they're reading, they're like, hey, I read a whole book. So
right.
To another level, you might want to just pick a different one. And I had read recently that somebody had it was called the 5-finger rule. So if you read a page, and it has the 5 words that are too hard for them, it's too hard, and go back.
Okay, awesome. So they need to kind of keep that for their independent reading. But do you think reading higher level things to them,
reading to them? Yeah, right. They can definitely comprehend higher than they can read. But if they're specifically reading it by themselves, or if you're sitting there with them, they can get frustrated still. So it's best to keep on that level.
Okay, awesome. So do you have any book recommendations?
Oh, we have so many.
I catching her off guard here. Had to ask, but if you think of any, you absolutely love.
Yeah, it's we have so many books that Jovi loves to listen to anything and everything. So we have everything. And then I've been actually printing out sight word books from a website, and they have, so it makes it really easy, so she can actually read the book herself, even though she's only 3.
So the stories are made up of sight words that she's learned.
Or very easy, words that you can kind of help her. The picture, shows.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Very cool. All right.
Let's see. So what did I have for what number I'm on? I'm on 9.
9. Yeah.
9 was is to talk about the book as you read it. So you can look at the pictures, and then they kind of see the pictures are going with the words. It makes a connection.
Right.
You can ask them how they think. What do you think is going to happen next? Keep them engaged with the story, so that they want to keep listening. And then at the end, ask what they thought about it, or what was their favorite part, things like that. Because when they're reading by themselves, when they're starting, sometimes they get so focused on sounding out the words that they kind of miss the story. So you want to make sure that they're actually comprehending what they're reading.
Yeah, and asking them like, what do you think is going to happen next? Just building up their skills of like making predictions later on.
Yeah.
So, okay, awesome. I'm loving these tips. I remember when you were talking about like the book and looking at the pictures and stuff, wasn't it the Little Critters books that had the spider in them?
Yes.
That you had to like find on each page? I know that doesn't relate to like making sure the picture But I just thought about that and I was like, that was so much fun.
Yeah, we
Looking
had
for the-
Little Critter books. Yeah, Jovi loves reading them.
Yeah, those are
Just
awesome.
a Snowman has been her favorite recently. And
The what?
Just a Snowman, the Little Critter book.
Oh, okay. Oh, just the snowman?
Yeah, so they're out and they're building a snowman, and there's even a little spider, you know, and they got the little winter hat and outside and stuff.
Oh boy, so much fun. Okay,
Yeah.
nice. All right, and you got a final tip for us?
Yep. Last, my 10th tip was just to keep the books available. Even if you don't have a lot of them, make it special. You know, put them in a basket or a bin or a little cubby, you know, next to their bed or in the living room with some pillows. Make it seem like, you know, they can go get the books whenever they want. They don't have to ask. You know, they're just available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I think I had said in the 10 tips for reluctant readers, like middle schoolers, having books available, you know, and a wide variety, letting them like pick and choose. And sometimes just getting a book in their hands is like just that's the biggest battle. Just getting them to pick one up and take a look at it, you know, and then it becomes like a little bit less scary because they're like, oh, I got this. I can flip the pages even if I can't read it yet, you know, I'm starting. So, okay. These were awesome tips.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for joining us. Bookworms here. We are all about literacy and getting our youngest to read and keeping our oldest reading, you know? So I'm so glad that you joined us. This was fun. You're going to have to join us again another time.
Yeah.
All right. And again, Bookworms, I will let y'all know when she gets a channel up and started and gets videos on there. I will let you guys know so that way you can subscribe to her and you can check out all the cool stuff that she is doing. All right. I'll see you guys later, Bookworms. Bye.